Hey everyone, so coming to you today live from the farm campus and with Freida assisting me in this video. So what we wanted to do today is to give you a course walkthrough to show you a bit kind of behind the scenes, what to expect in the balanced riding course, and how it fits together, and how this program, basically just some tips for how to use it. So we've got new students coming in, we've got some alumni students coming back, and what I find is that the way that we're going to have success in anything is by utilizing the program, by being consistent and doing the exercises, and that's what's really going to give you the results. And there's some really simple steps you can do that will help you do exactly that, take those steps to move forward with the balanced riding course, and that is what I want to show you. So one of the things that I love is teaching, and I love teaching. The balanced riding course has evolved over the years. I did the first edition of this actually for my in-person students back in 2012, and I've created 5 different editions of the program since then, because I'm always looking at what is going to help people understand it the best, utilize it the best, bridge that gap between learning online, watching videos, and then actually having that feeling when you're out with your course. And that's why it's just been a constant progression of adding in different pieces and making those connections to help you do just that. So thank you also for those of you that are joining on live. I have an assistant here helping me with the video, so I can't see you coming on this time, but I would love to have your questions, because I will be able to get your questions. So if you have any questions about the program, if you have any questions about the workshop, because today is also the last day that the workshop training videos are open, then just put them in the comments here, whether you're watching this live or if you're watching this later in the recording. And remember that the spring enrollment for the balanced riding course is going to be closing in really just a few hours. So it's going to be closing today, which is Tuesday, May 9th at midnight, at end of day. So let's get into this, this course walkthrough to understanding it. So there's 2 main parts to the course. There's your online training materials, and then there's the course textbook. The course textbook you're going to have shipped right to you, and we ship this all over the world. We have students in all countries except for Antarctica. If you are an Antarctica student and you would like to join, we will give you a special deal so that we can say we have all countries or all continents. But we'll send this to you wherever you are so that you have a physical copy, because there's something to me that I have always loved, being able to have my hands on something, to go through it. And what's really unique about this textbook is that I created it to link directly to the video. So it's not just the same content, but it expands on it. Video. It's not just a copy, but instead it's really unique content here, so that you're getting it in different ways and you're getting a richer experience. So you can read through the textbook, and then in each section there is a link here, or a QR code that will link automatically to the video training. So what I recommend for someone, if you are joining the course and you're feeling like you are short on time and you want to really get the most targeted information, go through the textbook. Just start with reading through it, and on the sections that you read through and you say, wow, this is really what I need, this really pertains to me, those are the ones to scan the code and go through the video training of that part of it. And that will help you, again, really be able to get the most relevant parts of the course for you right away. The balanced riding course has 6 different modules. So when you're going through your video training, there's the modules along the side. Again, they are directly related to the modules here. So the layout's exactly the same. So they go through the modules. We start with module 1 on who is the horse. This we look at first the history of the horse, and not only their history in terms of who they are in relation to us, to humans, to the domestication, to when we started riding, but also who is the horse in terms of their perception, their behavior, who are they as a species. And why is this important for us as riders? Here's a simple example. Horses were designed as they evolved as a grazing species. A grazing species that is on the plains or maybe doing a little bit of browsing in forest. They're not in and out of the forest, in and out of the trees. They're not needing to change their vision to the light frequently. So it takes them time. It takes up to 45 minutes for them to adjust their vision, their eyesight, to a darker environment. Why is this important? When we go from bright environment to a dark indoor, we've got to give our horses time. This is part of the reason we go in and sometimes they've got the spooky corner because they're not seeing clearly. This is the kind of thing that we look at in that first module, is understanding who is the horse and why does it matter for our riding and for us, connecting to them. The second piece is the science and the art of training. So here we go into really communication with the horse, because to me, good training is communication. It's being able to help the horse understand what we want, what we're asking for, and help them feel confident in their ability to respond to that. Because when we have that back and forth and they have that confidence and trust in us, that's what's really going to build a great relationship. So we go over, what is pressure and release? How do we use it on the ground? How do we use it in the saddle? What is positive reinforcement? How do we use rewards in training? Whether that's food or whether that's other rewards, what really is going to motivate your horse? Because again, when we can tap into that, not only are we going to help them learn more, but also it builds that relationship because we're able to make it a better experience for the horse. And then we go into module 3, which is balanced movement. And in this one, we look at, okay, what really is balance in the saddle? What does that mean? What does good movement look like? What does it feel like within our own bodies, doing exercises for that? And what are the fundamentals across any discipline? English, Western, trail riding, barrel racing, jumping, dressage. There's those fundamentals of movement, good movement for the rider, but also good movement for the horse. So if you've ever wondered, what should it feel like or look like when my horse when they're round, when they're moving with impulsion, when they are free through their back, we're going to look at examples in that module. And then we go into foundation of riding. This is really your position as the rider, your alignment, finding that, understanding how to use your body to be able to give clear aids to the horse, and taking that communication into the saddle. Module 5 is the journey of improvement. So here we're starting to build on everything that we learned to really be able to now help the horse move better and do more advanced work. We start that on the ground with in-hand work, basic in-hand work, being able to see good movement, and now starting to be able to help the horse have better balance, help the horse feel better in their body. And then we take that up into the saddle. Basic lateral work, using things like poles and other aids to help the horse move better and to help you as the rider further refine your seat, your aids. And then in number 6, we have riding in the real world. And in this one, we're going out in trail riding, we're starting to introduce jumping, and we're looking at things like how do we find the right challenge level for us and our horse? And when do we know when it's time to progress? So really, we're building the foundation, and then we're just expanding it and going out. And this is why so many of our alumni members consistently come back to the course for the opportunity to go through these again, and for the opportunity to go deeper in these. And then there are many bonus resources. There's the Horsemanship of Connection, where we look at just, what is connection? This word is used so much, but what does it mean? What does it feel like? How is it fostered? I bring in a lot of studies that are looking at not only people, horses, and different species to try to understand what is the thing that bonds us, and how can we consistently make that bond stronger. We have the getting the most out of your riding lessons, which is great for our students that need to understand how to connect more with a lesson horse, how to use these exercises in the context of a riding lesson, when to practice them. We have the new bonus that was added, the rider exercise series, so that you can practice getting fit to ride, feeling strong, feeling mobile, and developing the awareness of your body. And all of these things, I designed them to give you the information you need, but in the most concise way possible. It's something that one of the reasons that I have continually redeveloped the balanced riding course is to make it easier and easier for you to learn, to make the information, have everything that you need, but packaged in a way that you can go through it very quickly and efficiently. Because that's what's most important, is setting that consistency of just doing a little bit each day, every other day, every week, but having a habit and a practice that you're continually implementing this new information to be able to really get the improvement. As far as other bonuses, we also have the Buying Your First Horse ebook that walks you through the process of selecting a horse, what pre-purchase exams look like, how to take a horse on trial, what to look for, what to be aware of. And all of these bonuses will help you at different times. So I've continually added in more to help different students with what they needed. And now we have this big library of information that we don't need to go through it at one time. The basic flow of the course will give you each step that you need, but you've got these bonuses that you can tap into at different times as you need them. Another big one is the training journals library. So that gives you examples of horses that are in training, examples of anything from not loading on the trailer to not standing to be tied, to bucking and canter transitions, and you get to see in real time as I work through those. So what does it look like when you're actually in here going through the program? You can do this on a computer, you can do it on a phone, and it gives you an easy way to star the ones that are your favorites, check them off as you complete them. The system will track everything for you, and doesn't matter if you're using your phone at the barn and then coming home and doing it on a computer. It gives you a really good way to log your progress. And again, you've got this reference guide that gives you the exercises, the case studies, places to record your personalized notes on you and your horse. So pages like this, so that you've got your notes right there. And it's a really good way to just tie all of the material together. So thank you so much for going through this, for going through the workshop, for being part of our community. And again, we're closing in a few hours. We've got a great new class of students ready to get started, and I would love to have you join us. So any other questions, put them on the comments, reach out to us anytime at support@horseclass.com, and we would be happy to help. Thank you again for being here, and I'll see you soon.